Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing a video series of videos I do for the while now. We're over there try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff, even when my snap is a little bit shitty. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm just doing Dairy Queen stuff right now because I'll get into it in a little bit. But anyway, I'm inside the truck. I'm going to review some stuff whilst I'm doing so. Fancy shirt. When I wear fancy shirts, I like to highlight the fancy shirts. So indulge me for a moment. Or don't. There's other reviewers out there. But are they wearing, boom, Wild Arms 2 shirts? I highly doubt it. It's possible. It's unlikely. But I love Wild Arms 2. It is one of my favorite RPGs. It is my favorite game in the Wild Arms franchise. Some people like the first game the most. Some people, I've talked to a couple people like the third game the most. I haven't talked to anybody who likes the fourth game the most. But I'm sure they're out there holding back humanity every chance they get. Sorry, the fourth game is not very good. But anyway, yeah, I'm a big fan of this game. It's for the PS1. If you're into RPGs, the Wild Arms series is very underrated, in my opinion. First game is great, second game is great, third game is great, fourth game doesn't exist in my mind, and the fifth game is good. Not great. And then there's also a PSP game, which is... But anyway, what am I going to be trying for y'all today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, I went over there and I went on a Dairy Queen excursion because... And I specifically was going for one particular item, but then it turned out there was other stuff there that I figured would make for decent review bait. So... Boom! What are we trying for y'all today? Open the thing. We're doing the... Oh, God, this is not going to be a fun time. It's the boom! Oh. I don't know why it became a Tyrannosaurus, but it did. Yes, indeed, folks, this is the FlameThrower, like, Stackburger, what the hell ever. I'll put the proper title in the thing. I looked up the ingredients on it. It's like a steak burger type thing, you know, sort of like Culver's or Steak and Shake. Got double patties, lettuce, tomato, because why not? It has DQ FlameThrower sauce, jalapeno bacon, and pepper jack cheese. I believe that's the whole thing of it. So I figured that sounds like a thing I should eat. That sounds like a thing I should eat. I mean, not realistically. Probably terrible for me to eat, but I've definitely never had a burger from DQ, and I'm a man who loves burgers, so hopefully this will be good. I have some bacon here. It is not great bacon. It definitely falls in the line of being fast food bacon, which I've brought up numerous times. Though it's not the worst fast food bacon I've had. I'll say that. It's a little chewy, not much of a crispiness to it. A little bit of a salty bacon flavor, though not substantial. And you do get a little bit of a heat from it. So, jalapeno bacon. Alright, let's try a thing, and hopefully it'll be good. This is going to be a task. Oh. Well, that's not bad. I can get down with that. Okay. So, right off the bat, I'll say this. I don't think the beef is as high quality as a place like Culver's, or even Steak Shack. It definitely still is running in that steak burger sort of thing, but I do think you can taste a difference. But it doesn't taste bad. It actually has a decent beefy taste to it, which ultimately, that's what it needs to do. The primary flavor that you're getting, for sure, is their FlameThrower sauce. which I've never had before, but I have to say I enjoy quite a bit. It's definitely something similar to a buffalo sauce. But whereas the buffalo sauce, it's very tangy, and it's a very, very punchy flavor. This substitutes the tanginess for heat. It's not as punchy with the flavor, but it has a warmth to it. And it kind of coats your mouth, and you get a nice little warmth from it. And it actually has a decent little kick. It's not anything extreme. I'm somebody who I like spicy food, so, it's not hitting me hard, but it's there. It's respectable. Yeah, I mean, this isn't bad. Like I said, I think the bacon is something of a non-factor. It's in there a little bit, but between the beefiness of the burgers and what the hell am I talking? The FlameThrower sauce, those are definitely the two biggest flavors. I feel like the bacon, it's one of those things that looks good. Excuse me. Someone down the wrong pipe. I legit nearly almost choked last night. I was eating a sandwich of a place I actually reviewed, and I had a leftover part of a sandwich. I was eating it after hanging out at my friend's place, and a piece of the bun just went straight down my throat, and I was like, Luckily I had some shit to drink, or otherwise I'd freaking died out on the road. But yeah, I mean, I can actually kind of get down with this. Like, it's definitely one of those things where it's like, the sauce is really what's carrying it. But the burger itself isn't bad. I would probably say, in terms of like a similar quality thing, I mean, it's higher quality than like McDonald's. I would put it at kind of a Burger King level. I don't think it's up there with like Steak and Shake or Culver's, even though that's what it wants to be. I don't think so. Because I think ultimately the quality of the beef, well, I don't think it's poor quality. In fact, I think it's decent enough quality, which is damning with faint praise, but it has good flavor, but I can tell that it's not, like I said, it's not up there with like Culver's. It's clear that the thing that's really holding this together for me is the FlameThrower sauce. Without that, it would still be an okay burger, but it wouldn't be anything all that noteworthy. But I do like it. I am down with this burger. I really am. Like, and I know that I'm being cheaped into it. I know that it's because they just have a tasty sauce to go with it. But there is something to be said for that. Because at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, it's somewhat similar to a buffalo sauce, but it's not exactly. And I can't say that I've had this specific sauce on anything else before. So DQ has that as, in their back pocket. And overall, it's actually a tasty burger. I will go over there. I will, like I said, as somebody who's a big burger fan, I'm going to go with this one. I really am. I don't think it's anything super duper special. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Would I get it again? Yes, but I don't have a lot of there's only this one DQ place that actually has like the food stuff. All the other ones that are near me are just the ice cream ones. I don't think that I would go out this far to get this one again, especially because there's like a couple of other restaurants around here that I really, really love. I don't think I would make the trek just for this, but if for whatever reason I was passing by one, I could see maybe stopping through the drive-thru for it. Now, would I recommend it? I would. If you're not into spicy stuff, I don't think, it's not super spicy. Let me emphasize that. But it is spicy, so if you're not into spicy stuff, I wouldn't bother. If you're someone who's super into spicy stuff, just be aware you're not going to be blown away. But the overall of it, it's like, yeah, I can kind of go with it. And it's a signature burger, and it's not bad. Like I said, everything about it kind of works, even though it's pretty clear that, again, it's not quite the quality that it's reaching for. But if you're going, this is a thing where they were clearly going for like a solid B+, and they ended up with a B-. That's fair enough to me. Anyway, that's going to do it for me on this one, folks. Save the rest for later. Put you in the thing. I still have one more thing to review. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of the day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month. 2 pennies right here. Folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly flamethrower-tastic rest of your life, because that way, if you ever run into John Carpenter's The Thing, you can battle him or it away. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. Especially when you're choking on food items and stuff and nearly dying on the side of the road because of a subpar sandwich. It's a subpar sandwich. But, well, if you're choking on a sandwich, deal with that first. And you're allowed to be a bit of an asshole if you're dealing with that, what with the frantic and stuff. But after that's done, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in your life. Hopefully do better for yourself and for those around you. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Maybe you're going to watch this review that I've done here today. And maybe you're going to be like, that looks like a decent enough burger. Okay, Brandon, I can kind of go with you on that. But you're going to get to that part that I was just talking about. You're going to be like, you know what I could do instead of going to Dairy Queen and getting that burger? I could go watch John Carpenter's The Thing. And that's exactly what you should do, folks, because, damn it, that's a horror sci-fi masterpiece, and I'll live and die on that. And I'm not even going to come up with another scenario to come up with. Just go do that. That movie rules. Bye.